Just makes it
okay
slippery.
now.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, gotta have garlic. I use more than anybody, so you don't have to use as much.
I like it. You gonna learn, Rad?
And I don't use it because you crush it and a little of the insides come out. And then you've got your core shredded there. And you have to put the whole thing in anyway, so I cut it up.
There you go.
Now, I don't know how other people do it. Thanks. I just want to see about this. See, you don't have to go through all this if you buy it fresh.
Brookie has one of her competitions this weekend. Over at
She does?
Over at the Miller Coliseum.
At the Miller.
Over at the Miller Coliseum.
MTSU.
Yeah. So she's going to be showing today and tomorrow.
Okay, now usually to cut an onion up, I cut it down the middle like that.
Okay.
And then I go this number, and then this way, and it cuts, see, into pieces.
Okay. I don't know what was up with the onions, but they were really, really strong that day when I was cutting them. It was probably the strongest onions I've cut in a while.
In that hamburger. Now see, I don't know how much to tell you. I just salt it some. And then I like to put a little bit of beef base. Lowry seasoned salt. A little bit of pepper. Sometimes I don't put this in and sometimes I do.
Okay.
It's Italian seasoning. Just a little bit like that. You don't want to get too much or you're going to have it's going to be strong and take over the flavor.
Okay.
And I just want a hint.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Got bell pepper. There's a frozen bell pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see. Never mind.
Now we're just waiting because then I'm going to take it out. Take the meat out. While I cook the other stuff.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
And because when you, one of the secret things that guy did up at the farm that barbecued for us, he kept beer and Coke, and he pour it on it as you're smoking a barbecue, and he pour it on meat.
Huh. Yeah.
Prohibition?
Yep.
Okay, there, that, I'm gonna call that done.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna put it in here. Saute it around. Down sharp. Get it at Junior's Market. Because I noticed Kroger and... See, you kind of let this saute till you can tell it gets kind of... Oh, they got a fancy word for the way it looks. Now, look.
Makes me think of watermelon.
And you let that thaw out and in there.
So how many tomatoes would you say that those are?
Gee, honey, I don't know. If you have to buy yours in the cans, I'd get them canned.
Really? Okay.
And because you don't have them froze or anything, just buy canned tomatoes, and that couple big cans would do it.
Okay. Like the diced ones.
You know, the big ones, yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Diced.
and that's better than just using
I have
tomatoes that you go buy and
well,
cut
you
up?
can go buy them and cut them up, but they're winter tomatoes. There's no
Oh, okay.
flavor
Oh,
to
okay.
them.
Okay.
And
So
you'll
that's
get
your
flavor in
reasoning.
those canned tomatoes. They get them at
Yeah.
season,
Gotcha.
like homegrown tomatoes. You're going to get the diced ones.
Okay.
Well, now, I have Bradley tomatoes. They have a thin skin and they're juicy. That's what we have.
Okay.
When you don't raise those for shipping because they bruise easy, a thin skin. So what they do is they have bred tomatoes. You've got all kinds of tomatoes that they grow for the canneries, and they can load them up and they don't bruise easy. But they've got a real thick skin to them. So yours aren't going to be juicy like mine. All my tomatoes are kind of juicy and stringy. See, I've taken, well, never mind. I take a cup of vinegar and a cup of water and bring it to a boil. And then you can put anything. You wash your stuff and stick it in a jar.
Okay.
And then you pour that over it with salt. Put salt in it.
Okay.
And
Oh,
you
wow.
put anything in it you want. Onions and garlic. I put everything.
Okay.
But one of these we'll put in okra. They're just little whole okras. Throw them in there, and then I put my salt and I'll doctor up that juice. If I have a jar of hot peppers and they taste pretty good, the bought ones, I'll take that juice and put it in with mine and boil it when I do the next jar, and then it's got a flavor all its own. I've got them to where they're just delicious.
Wow.
And so anyway, that's what I'm doing here.
Okay.
Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't, but the only time I don't use them is when I forget it. Because I like it thawed out.
Okay.
doing dishes. See, it's coming. See, and that's just like, see those tomatoes all cooked apart. Now, if we need more tomatoes, I got my eye on the one I'll get out.
Okay.
I thought it's just a little one, and I think it's. So we're kind of just. I've left this out in case you want to sprinkle some more in it when we taste it. In fact, you need to get a spoon and just taste that juice, see if it's tasty. Of course, it's going to be different when the meat gets in it and all that, but.
Good to me.
Where's my, there's.
That was in Diane's drawer.
Okay. Well, they're showing it from behind the hill, so how deep is the river?
Okay.
A little more salt. We made a beautiful old bowl.
It's very nice. I like that.
He says, you got the meat. I didn't even get you out any. Now, I'll put the top on and let it simmer just a little while. And then we take it. Right there. As soon as that boils, we'll get the spaghetti. Oh yeah. Get it together and then start tasting. See what you want to add, more of this or less. I just throw it together and put stuff in it till I like the taste of it. This
What, the bread?
butter.
Oh, the butter. Oh, that is good.
Yeah, I'll let you put that back for me and I'll get this. And that box stuff is delicious.
Wow. He's not gonna do That's exactly. He said, I'll beg from everybody. I guess it's like anything. I mean, even for us, if we eat something, if we eat too much of something, you know, we're gonna have a problem. But if we don't, then it's all good.
I've never had a dog that didn't love chocolate.
That looks like it. There's a salad in there. Get that out if somebody wants it.
I had two dachshunds, but that was, the other one was a long hair.
Long hair brown.
Joanne, get you a
Let's see here.
I guess I'm the one.
Nice and meaty.
Hello, Riley. Get you something. I need to get you something tonight. Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Oh, did you ever get your tea, anybody? I know that looks like an awful lot of salt I put in there, but I still need some. I remember Blanche saying, No, put that in your food when you cook it.